Your Excellency, President Lungu, President of the Republic of Zambia, and your distinguished delegation, ministers and deputy ministers and business representatives, high commissioners, senior officials from both countries. I'm happy that business from both countries is engaging on opportunities in Zambia and South Africa in this business forum today. Boosting economic ties is an important aspect of relations between our two sister countries. This business forum takes place in an important venue, our Freedom Park, which reminds us of the road we have traveled over centuries, fighting colonialism and apartheid. This venue symbolizes the triumph of the human spirit over adversity, the triumph of peace, unity, and a common nationhood over the enforced divisions, hatred, and violence of the past. When South Africans come to this venue to celebrate the achievements we have scored in ending apartheid and colonialism, they also come to draw strength as we fight on to build a better society. Let me therefore welcome you to Freedom Park, Mr. President. It is important for us to host you at this venue, given the sound historic relations between South Africa and Zambia. The relationship between South Africa and Zambia dates back to the days of our liberation struggle, and we are immensely grateful to the people of Zambia for opening their doors and hearts to us during that trying time. It was in Lusaka that the African National Congress established its headquarters in 1965 and thereafter formed its government in exile under the leadership of President Oliver Reginald Tambo. Lusaka became our home for decades, and the Zambian people welcomed us with open arms and with great warmth under the leadership of President Kenneth Kaunda, who wanted to see the liberation of our country and people. Next year, we shall mark the centenary of Oliver Tambo. As we celebrate his life and times, we will reflect on Zambia and her wonderful people and their immense contribution to our liberation. You will recall that Zambia was also the first country that our late President Nelson Mandela visited upon his release from prison. This also symbolized the importance and central place of Zambia in the ANC and our country. Your visit, therefore, Mr. President, underlines the importance that we accord to our Zambia and the Zambian people. We have deep-rooted political and historical ties. These ties need to be underpinned by equally strong economic cooperation so that we can be able to deal a mighty blow to the challenge of poverty and unemployment in the two countries. We have held fruitful talks earlier today, and we agreed that boosting trade ties and economic ties in general was the way to do for the two countries. It is an honor, therefore, for me to address this business forum today, embracing the theme, South Africa, Zambia, Advancing New Frontiers. Zambia currently features as South Africa's fourth largest trading partner within the SADC region and offers a host of untapped opportunities for partnership. Trade between our two countries stood at 29 billion rand in 2015. I believe that we need to take advantage of our geographic proximity and fraternal relations to increase the current trade figures to boost economic development in the two countries. We thank Zambia for opening up the market to South African businesses. 85 South African companies operate in diverse sectors such as infrastructure, banking, mining, information and communication technologies, automotives, and retail, amongst others. South Africa's current investment in Zambia amounts to $2 billion US. Analysis reveals that a number of areas of cooperation will yield optimal benefit for both our countries. These areas include investment in quality infrastructure, including rail, transnational highways, information and communication, and air and maritime transport. As you are aware, energy is the engine that runs economies. Hence, it is critical that we address, as a matter of urgency, the energy deficiency in the two countries. In South Africa, we believe we are making headway in this regard. Our energy security policy is yielding results. It also offers investment opportunities in the area of solar, wind, hydropower, and many others that relate to energy. I have been informed that in Zambia, the development of Kafue Gorge and Itezi hydropower upgrades would result in an increase in the generation capacity of 3,000 megawatts. This will create additional opportunities for partnerships for our South African business community. The manufacturing sector has also demonstrated significant opportunities for growth in Zambia and South Africa. In addition to this, it is important that we beneficiate our own agricultural produce and move away from sheer commodity exports. This would enable us to diversify our respective economies and expand foreign exchange earnings. It would also reduce the food import bills in the two countries. Your Excellency, South Africa is also keen to expand cooperation with Zambia in the mining sector, in the areas of exploration, mining, mineral processing, and beneficiation. Your Excellency, our respective business delegations have discussed these and many other potential areas of cooperation and opportunities. This augurs well for the future. Our years of fighting colonialism and apartheid together cannot be in vain. It must translate into a successful attainment of economic freedom and social development for our peoples. Former President Kenneth Kaunda once said, and I quote, "Ambition never comes to an end," unquote. Before I close, Your Excellency, I think it is important to say to us the meaning of freedom must be complete. We shouldn't think that political freedom on its own is enough. It means freedom. Political power on its own without economic power is not enough. I always believe that when you say you are free, you are democratic, you must have the power and take decisions about your country. Because what has happened over the years is that we have political power, we take political decisions which are difficult to implement without economic power. It is therefore important that our private sector, our business people, should bear this in mind. And what I'm saying, I think it tells us that we must not separate politics from economy. They go together. Those who know it, they call it political economy. You can't have one without the other. And when we do business, therefore, between the two countries, we must bear that in mind, that we must grow the economy as much as possible. We must be in control. if we are not. The problem is that economic power has a more capacity to influence the political power. Political power, unless you know what you are doing, has lesser capacity to influence economic power. You can vote and win votes, but have nothing to eat thereafter. So our business must bear this in mind. We need to complete freedom. In other words, have the political power, have the economic power, and then you will have a stable democracy. But if those two are not together, your democracy would never be stable. I just wanted to send that message to business people that you should not do business just for the sake of it or just I want to have enough. I think we must do it with an understanding that we want to complete the meaning of freedom in our countries. And I'm therefore very happy that our brothers and sisters from business were here today meeting and talking, but don't be shy to address economic fundamentals so that you are in full control. You will ask people to vote for many years. They will reach a time to say, why are we voting? For what reason? If the economy is not in your hand. And those who would have become business will lose business. So let us take these two together seriously. Our business people must therefore look at every possible avenue, and they will find partnerships that will take business and relations to a higher level in our two countries. Those who were political played their role and brought political freedom. You business brothers and sisters, it's your time to play your role to bring economic freedom. It's a matter of must. It's not anything that will come accidental, and we must be conscious of it. Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about me. I always feel a little bit sentimental when I see my brothers and sisters together because for us, it's a long, long journey to achieve the complete one. South Africa and Zambia are open for business. I thank you.